Hey, so gonna do another video here. I don't know how many I'm gonna do in a row. May just do this one. It's a little chilly outside here today. My hair's a fucking mess. I've been working and stuff. Hauled a load of wood, like lumber, from town, and got that brought back and got it put up in the barn. Got the chickens walking around. I'm here in the backyard and stuff, sitting on a rock and a tree. Kind of hoping Donkey was going to come down because we're just going to feed him some gingerbread men that had made and stuff. Set that down. But yeah, so anyways, other than just that, there's not really been nothing really interesting happened in the past couple of days other than just kind of, getting some shit taken care of. But in addition to that, though, I mean, do have some things coming up this week. Excuse me, starting Monday. Got a lot of calls to make and kind of shit like that to put into motion. Today is Sunday before Christmas, which is on Thursday, which, speaking of that, I guess there's probably a lot of people that kind of do this, but obviously we don't celebrate Christmas for the Christian ideal of things, but it's just kind of the whole family thing. It's, yeah, get everybody shit and whatever, right? But you want to say Happy Yule? Sorry, cigarettes put down. But if you hear a bunch of scutting around, like I said, the chickens are right here. But Happy Yule to those who are celebrating that. Let me get started back up. I hadn't relight it. But in addition to that, the kind of thing I wanted to talk about today, and this is one of the ideas that I wrote down, I mentioned and stuff in some of these videos, is there's nobody like decorating for Christmas or any like representation of the holidays around where we're at. Yesterday, which I do have a story about that. Let me go ahead and say yesterday, did go out to not the nearest town but the town that got more shit is the next closest one, and went to the flea market and got a couple of jack stands and a couple of fire extinguishers for a good deal, so I was happy about that. But anyways, there's nobody decorating or doing anything, which, don't get me wrong, we don't decorate. We ain't got time for it. We don't want to blow money on it and shit, right? Okay. Well, there's a lot of people out there that don't have nothing going on. The NPCs, they're not doing anything. They're literally just existing and blowing their fucking money on whatever. My hair's a fucking mess. Sorry about it, guys. But like I say, nobody's doing anything. And I don't care necessarily for me personally about it. I heard the donkey and he's coming to get his gingerbread men. But my daughter, like I say, she's getting close to 3, and she just absolutely loves seeing that shit and stuff, So I was hoping to be able to find some place for, to take her to see some lights and do some things and stuff. There's like nothing there, and there's nothing in town that's closest to us either, other than they had like an inflatable fucking Santa Claus and Christmas tree thing at the courthouse. But I guess something happened to it and it hasn't been blown up last couple times we've been there. So I mean, that's about it though. Like, used to, it seems like there's several houses that had Christmas lights. It was even a thing. Like, I remember even whenever I was driving, me and my wife, we would go, and just whenever, like in high school and college and shit, we would go and drive and see these lights and everything, you know, and back's getting a little sore, but we would go and see these lights and stuff like that. We're doing Guinea. He's up on top of the building. I thought I heard somebody over here, he said. Since the rooster died, uh, he's kind of taken over watching all the hens and everything, it seems like. But anyways, it's always funny how he climbs on roofs. But yeah, like I say, there's just nobody decorating or doing anything. It's really weird because it's like you got all these people out there, like these NPCs again, have nothing going on, and they're just like out there in the world just existing, and they're not doing anything. Like something me and my wife talk about is see if we can get the chickens in here for you guys. Oh shit, there we go. There's one of them. There's another one. But you never see anybody. Like you see people, but it's always just like complete randos. And this is a small town, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you see somebody, you know it's like the same motherfucker over and over and over, right? And it's just kind of weird how like all that works, you know? Nobody does anything. You never see anybody. Nobody decorates. Nobody does anything. For Halloween, there was only like a couple things, which is, I mean, I'd rather people decorate for Halloween. I mean, we did too, you know, which is New Year, but like, or Samhain, I should say. But anyways, it's just weird. Nobody around is doing that anymore. And I don't know if this is like just a thing where it's like more local that nobody's doing anything, or if it's like a lot of places. And again, really don't care. It's more or less just for my daughter, kind of let her see shit. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to talk about some updates and stuff for kind of what's happened, what we're doing, and talk about that topic a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here and look through my little list. I'm pretty tired. I got up really early and done all this shit. And supper's getting ready to be ready, but I'll see if I make another one, kind of quicker one as well. But anyways, though, hope y'all have a good one if anybody watches.